Hello there, Tech Geek here, and we're going to be looking in this video at the GTX770. Now, lots of people have covered it, but this video is going to be purely about why you may want to buy an OEM, or in this case, a ScanFX card, instead of your usual, slightly more expensive, super cooled cards, or any of the higher end versions of the 770 that are on the market today. Now, before we discuss that, let's dive in with a full unboxing so you can see exactly what you get for the smaller amount of money you pay.
Here's the front of the box. As you can see, it says OC Edition. Now, MSI have overclocked this card slightly, but I did not mess around with it any further than that to make the test as fair as possible. On the top, you get a little container filled with all the little bits and pieces that you could ever need with a card. That includes a power adapter, a second power adapter, and a lovely DVI to VGA adapter. Here is a MSI Install Disc in case you need to use any of their drivers or utilities. A quick start guide, just to give you any tips and advice you might need. Here is the graphics card itself. Please note it's quite large. You're going to need a decent sized case to fit this thing in. In terms of front I/O, you have plenty of options. You have a DVI-D port, a display port, HDMI port, and DVI-I, which can support up to 4 monitors.
Okay, so you just saw the unboxing of the card. You get the same things in the box as you get from any other graphics card. There's nothing new here. But the whole point of this video is it worth saving a bit of money and getting an OEM card such as this? This is a ScanFX card. Or are you better spending more money and getting maybe more value for money? Well, in terms of cooling, that's something that does get better as you pay more money. The stock cooling on here is actually pretty good. I heard it was good, but it really did surprise me. We played Battlefield 4 on Ultra for a good 4.5 hours. The temperature didn't peak over 81 degrees. For some people, that would be worrying. For me, to be honest, my case is pretty cool as it is. And it cooled from 81 to 30 within 5 minutes. As soon as we stopped playing the game, it cooled right down. You know, considering this is 99% GPU usage for about 4.5 hours. So that is quite a lot. You know, that's quite a lot to put onto a card, and it did not budge over that 81. If it got into the 90s, I'd be a bit concerned, but 81 I was fairly happy with. So if that particularly doesn't bother you, then go ahead. I think it's pretty good. Now, some people may say that it is a bit high and it will shorten the life of the card. That's probably why there isn't a warranty with this. One, people are going to take it apart and put their own cooler on, and two, the cooler may not fit a normal warranty of a card. But in my opinion, I think it will last a good few years. So if you're someone that's going to change a card in 2 years, 3 years anyway, I think this will last perfectly fine. I don't think it's going to cause you any problems whatsoever. I'm no complete expert, but I've done all the tests I feel I can do to tell you this. Now, in terms of frames, we played Battlefield 4, as I said, on Ultra for 4.5 hours. It, on average, was around 60 frames per second, which is really good. To be honest, it did drop every so often. I wouldn't particularly advise playing on Ultra. It's because we just wanted to put full load onto the card. I think high is really more than necessary, and you're going to get a good amount of frames out of that, and it shouldn't drop at all. So really, that's all I've got to say. Just a quick note, if your case is fairly small, then maybe look at if this card can actually fit, because I'm having it here in an NZXT Phantom 410, and that's filling the space quite nicely. I literally have about that much room to maneuver, so you may really want to think again. If you have a small case, it might not fit, but definitely check that out. There's a link in the description to the card. You can see more information on it there. That's exactly where I got mine from. So if this is taking your interest, if you weren't sure about ScanFX, hopefully it has made your decision either way, whether you're going to pay the extra or not. This is a decision that you have to make. I can't make it for you, but I'm definitely pleased with this card, and I would recommend it if you do want to save some money. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, like it. You can leave me feedback or any questions in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you're new, but I'll see you guys on the next video.